Hello, dear students. Welcome to the session on PERT and CPM. In the previous session, we discussed about the problems in the on the PERT CPM, the drawing of the network based on the precedence constraints given, then finding the earliest start, earliest finish, and latest finish time for each activity. Then later we found the total float and free float. And finally, the critical path and project duration. Now we'll continue to solve one more problem, which is somewhat different from the previous problem. Here in this problem, the problem is taken from the previous question paper, which was asked in July 2017. The problem is like this. A project consists of activities as given in the table. There are activities from A to L and a duration in terms of days is given. Then the constraint for all the activities are given in a somewhat descriptive manner. Here, A and B are starting jobs. These two, A and B, are the starting jobs. A controls C, D, and E. These C, D, E, these three activities are controlled by A. It means the activities C, D, and E will start when the activity A is completed. Then similarly, the B controls F and J. The activities F and J will start only when the activity B is completed. Then G depends on C. It means after C, the G will be commenced. Then H depends on D, means after D, H will be commenced. E and F controls I and L, means the completion of E and F will only allow I and L activities to start. Then K follows J, means after completing the J, the K will be commenced. Then L is also controlled by K. Along with E and F, the L is also controlled by K. And finally, G, H, I, and L are last activities. So this is the description given regarding the precedence relationship among all these activities. And he has asked you to draw activity on an arrow network for the above project. Find the critical path and project duration. Calculate earliest start, latest finish time elements, and also the total float for each activity. In this session, what I do is I will draw the network diagram based on this constraint, and I will leave to you people to find the critical path and project duration, and also to calculate the earliest start, latest start, and all based on whatever we learned in the previous session. And this was asked for 20 marks in July 2017. Okay, let us try to draw the network diagram for this problem. First relationship he has given is A and B are starting jobs. A and B, these two are the starting jobs, means they are having the common start event. They are concurrent activities. Then A controls, this activity controls C, D, and E activities. The C, D, and E activities will have this end event of the activity A as a start event, and it is a common for these three. Okay, C, D, E, these are controlled by activity A. It means after completing the activity A, C, D, E will be commenced. Then next constraint is B controls F and G. The activity B controls F and J. F and J are the activities which will start only when activity B is completed. Here, F and J activities are having this as a common start event, and this is the end event for the B. Then the G depends on C. After C, the G. Then H depends on D. After D, the next activity commence is H. Then E and F control I and L. Since E and F control I and L, that is why this E end event of E and end event of F have been clubbed, so that this common event will become the start event for two more, which are I and L, and these I and L will be controlled by E and F. So that is why this has been clubbed. So here I and L controlled by E and F. I hope you are understanding. Then K follows J. So after J, the next activity is K. Here I make some sort of modification in this. I draw K. After that, I draw L, because in the next constraint, L is also controlled by K. So this constraint has been given. This L activity L is also controlled by K, as well as the L is controlled by E and F. Here I will draw a dummy activity, that is a dotted arrow, which will which will show the constraint relationship for activity L. So it means that L is controlled by K, as well as this L is controlled by E and F. Then last one is all these G, H, I and L are last activities. So the end event of all these four G, H and I, G, H, I and L are common. So let us club all these and make a single event, so that this entire network will have a single end event, and already it is having a single start event. Let us club these four. Now this has become like this. So this is the network diagram according to the precedence relationship or the constraint given. Next is we have to give the numbers to these nodes. As we in the previous sessions we have discussed about one rule which is called the Fulkerson's rule for numbering the node or numbering the event. So according to that Fulkerson's rule, we'll give the numbers to this. This is the start event. This is start or the initial event. I will give number 1 to this initial event. Then once this node is numbered, then all the outgoing activities are to be removed. Then this A and B will be deleted. Then after removal or the deletion of these two activities will create some more initial event. So this will become the initial event and this will become the initial event, because there will be no any incoming activities. Then after numbering this as 2 and this as 3, next what we have to remove or delete the outgoing activities from the numbered node. From the 2, I will delete this and this. So which will create this and these two events as a initial events, and then I will give the next number, that is 4 and 5. But here this cannot be given at this moment. When I remove the outgoing activities from this third event, then only this becomes initial event. Then the next number I will give to this. When I will give to this, then at the same time, because I removed this F and J arrows, then this was also become the initial event. So after this number, I will give the next number and like that. So here I have given the numbers for that: 1, 2, 3. Then after 2 outgoing activities are removed, then this will become the initial event. Then I'll give the 4, and this will also become the initial event. I have given 5 to here. And when I remove the outgoing from the third, then this will become the initial event. So next number is 6. I have given 6 to this, and again I have given the 7. Then when I remove the outgoing from 4, 5 and 6, then and also this a dummy, then this will become the initial event, and this the next number 8 is given. Then the last event is given the last number, that is a 9. I hope you have understood this. Please go through once again regarding this, and I will leave the remaining, finding the remaining, that is finding the critical path, finding the project duration, calculating that is total float, and also earliest start, earliest finish, latest start, and latest finish to you only. You just find out all these things and send it to my personal WhatsApp contact. Thank you.